We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It's the opener of this three-game series between the Cobras and the Thunder. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Philip Baxter gets the call for game one of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy has what we call Uncle Charlie. What's that? That's the 12-6 curveball. Simply look at your watch and look at the 12 and look at the 6. This guy throws old school. They call it a straight downer. However you want to call it, a 12-6 hook. This guy has one of the best ones in the game right now.
At the plate, Buford Christian, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First of three is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball one. Guys, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
2-0 now. Here it comes. Outside, 3-0 now. Temperature at first pitch, there it is, 79 degrees as we get things started tonight. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. That's in there, 3-1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. Full count now. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Stepping in now, Sean McKee, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 3 homers and 16 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. McKee is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Fouled off. Still 1-2. The pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Standing in now, Paul Taylor, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 9 homers, and he's driven in 24. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
We got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now a hard liner, but foul. Working on striking out the side in the first. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Brian Bledsoe will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Stepping up now, Brian Cannon. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say, sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
The 1-1 home.
Count 2-1.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Of course the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Andrew Arellano, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Here's a look over to first. Runner's back. Cannon aboard here at first with nobody out. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Once more, a throw over. And the fans don't like this at all. The 1-0 pitch.
That's ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. Now the 2-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
So now to the plate, Scott Franchise. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. That's wide, 2-0. From the stretch.
I got 3-0.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Ian Fatty.
Digging in, Ian Fatty. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
First and second here with nobody out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Ground ball, foul down the left side. The 1-2. In the dirt here, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Adrian Esparza. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is trying to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
Fastball well outside.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
The 2-0. Strike called, 2-1.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
Line toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands two men on the base paths. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Kevin Landry. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him. And this ball game is tied at 1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in, Michael Wright, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action.
Right.
Now here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Oh and 1, here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1.
Right. 33 years old. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
I really like that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Into the box, Brad Benton. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 8 home runs and 16 RBIs. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. And that's the second out.
That's the second baseman.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Glenn Suarez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. A high fastball is in there.
That elevated fastball right there, That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1-1 to count. Rising fastball, then it catches the zone for a strike.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. On to the bottom of inning number 2. All even now at 1-1. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Saul Worthing. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. McIntosh backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Batting it, the first baseman, Corey Esparza.
Into the box, Corey Esparza, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set and the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. A ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
I got to count 2-2.
A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Philip Baxter.
At the plate, Philip Baxter. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
In now, Brian Cannon. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Center fielder looking up at the track, the wall, and that one is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 12 home runs for him now thus far as they have taken the lead. It's 3-1.
There's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Now batting, the left fielder.
To the plate now, Andrew Arellano. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
At the plate, Scott Franchise. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 17 home runs and an even 40 RBIs. Now the 1-0. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Here's the 2-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. This one's down to third. He's right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We've played two, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Jason McIntosh.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Worthing is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Brian Bledsoe.
Into the box now, Brian Bledsoe. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Standing in now, Buford Christian pitches a called strike. The throw not in time as he steals second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Got him to go after that one. He's in a quick hold, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In the dirt. Throw goes to third, and it's too late as he's in there.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop. It's there, and he's out.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI ground out instead.
Ready for another chance? Sean McKee. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. The 1-0 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. 2-1.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Down to 3-1.
Paul Taylor would be next. The 3-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Tennessee is out in front here, 3-2. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Ian Fatty.
Ian Fatty.
First offering on its way. Fastball just inside. One 0 count. Here it is.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Low with the fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. In now, Tiny Ryan. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Grounded to short. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Riding in once again, Adrian Esparza. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in, and even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another full count pitch home. And he struck him out as this epic battle goes to the pitcher, and the side is finally retired. Leading off the inning, Paul Taylor, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Paul Taylor.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
That's a ball.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And the pitch on 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kevin Landry. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the right fielder, Michael Wright.
At the plate, Michael Wright. He's set. Here it comes. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball one. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Three and 0 now. Brad Benton will be next. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
So striding in, Brad Benton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Here's the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. A sliding attempt at short, but he can't get a glove on it, and that should be a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 3-3 game.
Hey, I can't imagine that's a pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Glenn Suarez. He swings and grounds it to short. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Franchise has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
The pitcher, number 17, Ryan Bledsoe.
Now in the box, Brian Bledsoe. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
From the stretch.
Count 1-0.
He's already walked two in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And this one gets away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. This pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Saul Worthing. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound, and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Into the box, Corey Esparza. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. Runner aboard at first with nobody out in a 3-3 tie. Ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. One and one, here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Fouled away. He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
He's set, and the payoff pitch.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Another payoff pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Coming to the plate now, Philip Baxter. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
As a look, now the pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
That one misses badly. It's ball 2. Still even at 2-2. None out. Runners at first and second. Struck him out.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at-bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
In now, Brian Cannon, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Here it comes, 1-0. This one is launched. Look at this. Looking up is the center fielder. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to left center is second of the game, and it's now 6-3.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
The left fielder, number 99.
To the plate now, Andrew Arellano, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. 2 balls and no strikes.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now the 2-1. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Suarez ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Ready once again, Scott Franchise. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
The 0-1 delivery. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. 3 runs already home here. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a wall. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ian Fatty. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 2-0 home is in there for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. Popped him up. Suarez is there, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. We're through 4 as they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Buford Christian. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounded softly to the right. Fielded cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in once again, Sean McKee. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Hit out towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Paul Taylor. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Esparza is over now, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, Kevin Landry.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kevin Landry. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Two out with the man at first. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Yeah, batting averages are much better 1-0 in a count than they are when the count is even. They opted to go with a pitch out to lead off the at-bat, and it obviously cost them. No real damage done yet, but now they've even got a tougher situation to deal with.
Into the box now, Michael Wright. Swing and a liner, but foul. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Hit hard down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Ready with another 0-2.
Inside, ball 1.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
That's the ball.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
Yeah, full count.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Popped up. Esparza has room in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Jeremy Kilpatrick takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Jeremy Kilpatrick.
Now at the plate, Tiny Ryan. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Tiny Ryan.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. The 1-2. Hit in the air to center field. McKee is right there, 1 down. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First pitch here is another fly ball. This one out to left field. Christian will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
The batter, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Striding in, Saul Worthing. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. One and one the count now. Now here it comes. He pulls this one into right. Right is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Rico Sierra takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Sierra.
Top half of the sixth about to get started, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Brad Benton. Now here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
So now to the plate, Glenn Suarez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
And he fouls this one off. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Jason McIntosh is on deck. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, Jason McIntosh, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses.
I got 2-1 to count.
Now the 2-1. Two out, nobody on. On the ground to the right side. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Thunder are out in front 6-3. Digging in to try it again, Corey Esparza.
The first baseman, Corey.
Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
1-1.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
2 strikes.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Popped him up. McIntosh has a play. 1 down.
The pitcher, number 14, Rico Sierra.
Michael Lopez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. The average coming in at 266. 6 home runs, 10 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Brian Hannon will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. It's a fastball taken high for a ball. Popped up. Benton is calling for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. 7th inning coming up. Tennessee is on top 6-3. The kid Hale is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
The kid Hale.
Jacob Sellers is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. A laser that time, but it'll wind up with nothing to show for it.
Buford Christian.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Buford Christian. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Franchise is there. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, John Mickey.
Now to the plate, Sean McKee. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Off the plate, ball one.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at-bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Ground ball right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
The at-bat, a check on first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Into the box, Paul Taylor. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. One 1-0 pitch on the way. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
2-1 after the foul ball there. A runner on first with 2 away. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Strike 2, good curveball on the inside black.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Into right field, that's a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it will wind up first and second here.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box now, Kevin Landry. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. The 0-1 pitch.
No, that can't.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And another foul ball. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
The 3-2 pitch. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second home run of the game. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now. Eric Mensch will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. To the plate now, Michael Wright. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Esparza over to his right. And that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. And we are all even at 6 apiece. David Harris gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Now at the plate, Andrew Arellano. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Andrew Arellano.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
A 1 pitch on its way.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Scott Franchise. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A couple of walks for him thus far. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted into the air to shallow center. In comes the center fielder. He makes the running play. 2 down. That That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. So digging in now, Ian Fatty. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A shot down the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Bobby Tyrone has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Bobby Tyrone.
Standing in, Brad Benton. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The first baseman, Brad Benton.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The 1-0 home misses off the plate. Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike. That's
3-1 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Once again, a 3-2. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Suarez.
So coming to the plate, Glenn Suarez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
On the ground to third. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Jason McIntyre.
Howie Robinson will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 3 homers and 7 driven in. He's set. The 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. One and two. Here it is. Line drive to center field. Worthing is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ed Robinson will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. David Laffey is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Tiny Ryan. He's set, and the pitch.
Nope, outside.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Standing in, Adrian Esparza. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lays off 1-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes two really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And the pitch on 2-1. Robinson has tossed over 30 innings so far this season and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. Here now the 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. The next 3-2. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Reined in. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Digging in, Saul Worthing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ready with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Christian comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The first baseman, Corey Esparza.
Stepping into the box, Corey Esparza, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. A.J. Valido will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
A.J. Valido.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Valido carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Now a look and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in. 2 down, runners at first and second. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Valido playing here in his home state of Texas. He's in the midst of his 14th Major League season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pinch.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Here's the 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
He's set. The 3-2. Smoked on the ground left side. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. He's in there at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, Jimmy. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them a lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Into the box now, Brian Cannon. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. He's set, now the pitch. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Whoop, up and in.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. 9th inning coming up. The Thunder are out on top 8-6. Guy Eaton comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping up as the shortstop, David Laffey.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
3-1 the count now. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Buford Christian. First delivery to him on the way. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. He was a little angry on that heater.
Nobody out, runner on first. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Got him on a good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Stepping in now, Sean McKee, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And he's back easily. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
So now to the plate, Paul Taylor, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Down and away, ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Now a crowd announced at a bit over 23,000 comes to their feet. I'll try to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. This one sinks low on a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Good battle. Count remains full. Set. Here's the 3-2. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Edwin Miles will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 45, Edwin Miles.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is in time to get him. And the Thunder have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
8-6 the final score tonight. The Thunder came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Bobby Tyrone claims the win out of the pen, his first. Guy Eaton records the save, his 13th of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. From my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the visitors, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.